Let's talk about farmland values. I think I would argue this is potentially the topic that has or generates the most interest, certainly by the number of clicks on the website and so forth. I want to say right off the bat that we are going to have our full report on farmland values being released on March 18, and there will be as well. So this is going to look back at 2024. We already have published our mid-year estimates for 2024, but this is going to really summarize the entire year when it comes to the farmland market for 2024. And we will as well put forward some projections for 2025. So once we have the data all ready to go, March 18 is when we're going to release the report, and then it will as well around that date we'll have a similar event as well to explain a little bit of the report, make some projections. But Christian, I mean, if I were to ask you, like, what do you expect when you think of farmland? We don't need any chart, but just from a perspective of what we've seen so far in 2024 and thinking of 25, what would you expect for the farmland market?
Well, probably up, right? So farmland values continue appreciating. This has been a trend, not just over the last couple of years, but many, many years. Farmland values have more than doubled over the last 10 years. And it's really easy to explain. Demand outstrips supply, right? And you can look at even last year when farm cash receipts fell, and yet farmland values continued to rise, right? Part of that is because balance sheets, like farms, still have strong balance sheets, and they were able to weather the decline in farm cash receipts. And that's going to be a trend that I think is going to continue, so up. And we have a farmland affordability index, which is showing like it's the worst, right? Affordability is the worst since 1983. And the bad news is that our index is showing that things continue to deteriorate over the near term, right, at least. So not really good news if you're a young farmer trying to enter the market.
Yeah, absolutely. The high costs of purchasing farmland make it really difficult to actually expand, and it's really expensive based on this affordability ratio that you were talking about, and then supply is really, really tight, and I think that explains for the most part sort of the trends in farmland values. But we'll have a chance to revisit that topic later in the year. So that's the end of the presentation. So I'd just like to offer a few concluding remarks. We acknowledge that there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and I've often asked, what should I do in this current context? And the one thing I'd say, and it's something that we alluded to as well during the presentation, is let's focus on what we control. What are the things that we can control? Well, the efficiency gains within the business. Right? It's really difficult sometimes to find a large gain in efficiencies that will result in large cost savings, because we've done a lot of productivity gains over the last many years. But the bottom line is that if we can find a few percentage points in terms of lower costs, or if we can find some gains in terms of marketing prices and marketing revenues that I can get by looking at some of the relationships I have with my buyers and so forth, those small gains can add up, have a multiplicative effect on profitability within the business. So I think that's one of the things that we can control. Let's take a second look. Let's make sure that we partner with the right partners to actually help us find those efficiencies within the business. And the second thing would be, I think risk management right now is paramount to success in 2024. We have so much uncertainty in the markets that we have to be thinking about our marketing risk. So what are the contracts that I have in place? What are the options if things don't go the way that I was hoping to go? Like, to have a really good understanding of where we stand as a business, really being able to understand different scenarios. I'm not saying that we should all be, kind of just crunching the numbers in detail and so forth, but at least to understand what are the thresholds that put my business at risk, both from a production standpoint as well as from a financial standpoint, right? So marketing risk, financial risk management, I think, are critical to success in 2024. So that's it for us in the economics department at FCC. I really thank you for watching this event. We really wish you a successful 2025, and please check back with us on our website at fcc.ca/economics. We'll have tons of resources to hopefully help you have a successful 2025. Thank you.